Hello Bookish friends, welcome to another installment of From Pages to Screen video series. In this video, I'm going to compare the book Remains of the Day with its movie adaptation. The Remains of the Day is a 1989 novel by the Nobel-winning prize British author Kazuo Ishiguro. The novel tells in first-person narration the story of Stevens, an English butler who has dedicated his life to the royal service of Lord Darlington. The novel begins in 1956 with Stevens receiving a letter from a former colleague, the housekeeper Miss Canton, describing her married life, which Stevens believes hints at an unhappy marriage. Furthermore, Darlington Hall is short-staffed and could greatly use the return of a skilled housekeeper like Miss Canton. Stephen decides to pay Miss Canton a visit and invite her to Darlington again. His new employer, a wealthy American called Mr. Faraday, encourages Stevens to borrow his car to take a well-earned vacation, a motoring trip. Stephen accepts and sets out for Cornwall. The Remains of the Day won the Booker Prize for Fiction in 1989. In 2006, The Observer chose the best British, Irish or Commonwealth novel from 1980 to 2005. The Remains of the Day placed joint 8th in this list. In 2007, The Remains of the Day was included in a Guardian list of books you can't live without, and also in a 2009 1000 novel everyone must read list. And lastly, on 2019, BBC News listed The Remains of the Day on its list of 100 most influential novels. I read The Remains of the Day in the beginning of July, and I simply loved the book. I loved the writing style. I loved the descriptions of the nature, which is something that I actually do not really enjoy in books, but it was done so well. I could not help but love those descriptions of English countryside. And most importantly, this story is a very character-driven novel. And the character of Mr. Stevens is actually a very tragic character. And what is more tragic about him is that he has no clue that his life is tragic and has been wasted, and goes on living with this ignorance. And as a fan of Downton Abbey, I thought I was reading the voice of Mr. Carson from the first 2 seasons of the show. Mr. Carson then changed in the following seasons, but it was spot on for the first 2 seasons of the show. In summary, I can say that if you love historical fiction, if you like Downton Abbey, if you like period drama, if you like character-driven novels, if you like a very beautiful writing style, you will find something to like in this book. And so far, this book is the best book that I have read in 2021. And this wonderful novel was adapted into a movie in 1993. The film was directed by James Ivory, produced by Ismail Merchant, Mike Nichols and John Kelly, and adapted by Ruth Praver Javala. It stars Anthony Hopkins as James Stevens and Emma Thompson as Miss Canton, with James Fox, Christopher Reeve, Hugh Grant, Ben Chaplin and Lene Headey in supporting roles. This film was nominated for 8 Academy Oscars, including the Best Picture, Anthony Hopkins for Best Actor, Emma Thompson for Best Actress, and Javala for Best Adapted Screenplay. In 1999, the British Film Institute ranked The Remains of the Day the 64th greatest British film of the 20th century. In From Pages to Screen video series, I compared the original work with its adaptation according to 4 criteria: faithfulness to the book, casting choices, acting quality, and my Imdb rating. The latter 2 criteria are more subjective, while I try to be as objective as I can. in the first two. For faithfulness to the book, since it's a movie, some of its parts were taken out from the book. But I think it was a very, very good adaptation as a movie, because it kept the most important sections of the book, and also the soul of the book was simply present in every scene. So I think it's a very faithful adaptation, and I will give it a plus. For casting choices, I thought the casting was very, very well done regarding the nationality, the age, the physical description, and their manner in every sense. So I think it deserves a plus in that area as well. For acting quality, what can I say about two Oscar nominees? But I definitely agree with the nominations. Anthony Hopkins was incredibly good at portraying Mr. Stevens, and Emma Thompson was also very, very good, and she played the liveliness of Miss Canton, and her despair of having to leave Darlington very, very well. She plays her roles with such professionalism. She deserves all the praises. And lastly, for my IMDb rating, although I gave the book a 10 out of 10, I gave this movie adaptation an 8 out of 10. Although it got pluses in every category, I have to say, because of its writing style, this story is told much better in a book format. Although the movie is also very good, and the cinematography is breathtaking. The scenes in the countryside and how beautiful Darlington Hall was portrayed, even more beautiful than the book actually, was very pleasant to watch. But as I've said before, because the magic lies in the writing style of this book, the movie was slightly weaker in portraying the tragic story of Mr. Stevens. So this was my comparison of one of my favorite books, Joys of the Day, with its movie adaptation. Please comment down below, have you read the book and or watched the movie? And what did you think about them? Do you agree that it works much better in book format? And if you're a new viewer, first of all, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. Bye. As for Turkish word of the day, I'm going to choose butler. Butler means uşak in Turkish, and uşak is our Turkish word of the day. Have a good day.